The river Jhelum rises from Verinag Spring at the foot of the Pir Panjal in the southeastern Kashmir Valley administered by India. It is joined by its tributaries Lidar River near village Murgand at Karnabal, Veshore River at Sangam in Anandnag, Sindh River at Shadipora, Poru River at Doabgar in Sapor, Jammu and Kashmir. It flows through Srinagar and Wula Lake before entering Pakistan-administered Kashmir through a deep narrow gorge. Dal Lake serves as a flood lung of the water of Jhelum River. Now the city is Srinagar. The earliest records, such as Kalhana's Rajatarangini, mentions the Sanskrit name Srinagara, which have been interpreted distinctively by scholars in two ways, one being, the city of Shri, the Hindu goddess of prosperity, meaning, city of Lakshmi, and other being Surya Nagar, meaning, city of the Surya, city of sun. The name was used for an older capital in the vicinity of the present-day city, before being used for it. Between the 14th and 19th centuries, and especially during Mughal rule, the city was also referred to simply as Kashmir or Shah-i-Kashmir, city of Kashmir. Srinagar is a city in Indian-administered Jammu and Kashmir in the disputed Kashmir region. It is the largest city and summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir, which is an Indian-administered union territory. It lies in the Kashmir Valley along the banks of the Jhelum River, and the shores of Dal Lake and Anchar Lakes, between the Hari Parbat and Shankaracharya Hills. The city is known for its natural environment, various gardens, waterfronts and houseboats. It is also known for traditional Kashmiri handicrafts like the Kashmir shawl, made of pashmina and Kashmir wool, papier-mâché, wood carving, carpet weaving, and jewel making, as well as for dried fruits. The Shankaracharya Hill is situated on a hill that is a well-preserved Panjal trap formed by Permian-era volcanic activity. Geologists say that the hill is composed of the volcanic rock formed by the eruption of magma from the depths of Earth. In fact, the mountains encircling the Kashmir Valley are largely composed of these volcanic rocks that began forming with the eruption of magma 320 million years ago and reached its peak around 280 million years earlier. The magma eruption continued in low volumes to finally end by around 200 million years. The chance of its eruption is most unlikely as per scientific accounts. Despite that, people keep on harboring an unnecessary fear of its eruption someday. The Permian is a geologic period and stratigraphic system which spans 47 million years from the end of the Carboniferous period 298.9 million years ago, MYA, to the beginning of the Triassic period 251.902 MYA. It is the sixth and last period of the Paleozoic era. The following Triassic period belongs to the Mesozoic era. The concept of the Permian was introduced in 1841 by geologist Sir Roderick Murchison, who named it after the region of Perm in Russia. The Zabarwan Range is a short 32 km long sub-mountain range between Pir Panjal and Great Himalayan Range in the central part of the Kashmir Valley in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir in India. The Zabarwan Range borders the central part of the Kashmir Valley in the east. Literally, it is the mountain range between Sindh Valley and Lidar Valley on the north and south, and between the Zanskar Range and Jhelum Valley on the east and west, respectively. Specifically, the range is known to be what overlooks the Dal Lake and holds the Mughal gardens of Srinagar. The north end of the range lies in Gandarbal, while the south end lies in Pampore. The Shankaracharya temple is built on the edge of the central part of the Zabarwan Range. The highest peak of this range is Mahadev Peak at 3,966 meters, which forms the distant background of the eastern mountain wall. On the northern slopes of the central part of the range there are three Mughal gardens built by Emperor Shah Jahan. These include Chashma Shahi, Nishat Bagh and Shalimar Garden alongside the Pari Mahal, the Fairy Palace. The recently built Indira Gandhi Memorial Tulip Garden in the lap of the Zabarwans is considered the largest tulip garden of Asia, spread over 12 hectares of land. Shankaracharya Temple or Jaishteshwara Temple is a Hindu temple situated on top of the Zabarwan Range in Srinagar in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. It is dedicated to Shiva. With Buddhist architecture, the ASI temple is at a height of 1,000 feet, 300 meters above the valley floor and overlooks the city of Srinagar. The temple is accessible via a road that emerges off Boulevard Road near Gagribal. Shankaracharya Reserved Forest is a scenic viewpoint in India. Shankaracharya Reserved Forest is situated nearby to Sonwa Bagh, close to Shankaracharya Hill. Shankaracharya Hill, also called Takht-i-Suleiman, is a hill overlooking the Dal Lake and Srinagar. There are spectacular viewpoints from the top of the hill and there is a temple as well at the summit. The trail has lush green vegetation and one can birdwatch. The Shankaracharya Hill is regarded as one of the best attractions in Kashmir. This hill offers a pleasant panoramic view over the entire Srinagar. Known for the ancient temple of Lord Shiva and the breathtaking view of Srinagar from the tip of the hill. It is situated on a hill that is a well-preserved Panjal trap formed by Permian-era volcanic activity. Dal is a freshwater lake in Srinagar, Kashmir. Dal Lake is a misnomer as Dal in Kashmiri means lake. It is an urban lake, the second largest lake in Jammu and Kashmir, and the most visited place in Srinagar by tourists and locals. The lake covers an area of 18 square kilometers, spreads over a total of 26 square kilometers. The southwestern part of the lake has a maximum depth of approximately 12 meters. It is integral to tourism and recreation in the Kashmir Valley. The Lake of Flowers, jewel in the crown of Kashmir, Srinagar's jewel, they call it. The lake is also an important source for commercial operations in fishing and water plant harvesting. The lake is especially beautiful when lotus flowers bloom in July and August. You can see a variety of migratory birds on the lake, especially during the winter. Dal is central to the landscape of Srinagar city that spreads on both sides of the Jhelum River, a tributary of the Indus River. Many places of tourist interest have been built in the vicinity of the Dal. Nishat and Shalimar Gardens as well as the Hazratbal Shrine are directly accessible by Shikara. There are two artificial islands in the lake, Rupalank and Sonalank, built by Mughal emperors. The Shikara is a type of wooden boat found on Dal Lake and other water bodies of Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir. Shikaras are of various sizes and are used for multiple purposes, including transportation. The Kashmiri Hanji people built, own, and maintain houseboats on Dal Lake. A usual shikara seats 6 people, with the driver paddling at the rear. Like the Venetian gondolas, they're a cultural symbol of Kashmir. Some shikaras are still used for fishing, harvesting aquatic vegetation usually for fodder, and transport, while most are covered with tarpaulins and are used by tourists. Vegetables and melons are grown on artificial floating islands in Dal. A shikara ride in Dal Lake is a great way to experience the beauty of Dal Lake and get a glimpse into the life of the locals. Some are used as floating homes. The boats are often navigated by two boatmen in Feran. Feran or Feran, a traditional outfit for both males and females in Kashmir, and they carry kangras, portable heaters, and have cushioned seats and backrests. During the winter season, the temperature of the Dal Lake sometimes reaches -11 degrees Celsius, freezing the lake. The Dal is confusing. Unlike other lakes, it is 3 lakes and water sources connected. As per some descriptions, it's a maze of intricate waterways and channels, floating islands of vegetation, houseboats that look so firmly moored they could almost be islands, and hotels on islands which look like they could simply float away. One of the most important features of Kashmir Valley is Hanji, habitation, a segment of population living in boats of different shapes, sizes and types in and around the different water bodies like lakes, streams and rivers. Chashma Shahi or Cheshma Shahi is one of the Mughal gardens built in 1632 AD around a spring, Chashme Shahi or the Royal Spring, by Ali Mardan Khan, a governor of Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan as per the orders of the emperor, as a gift for his eldest son Prince Dara Shikoh. In the east of Chashma Shahi the Pari Mahal fairy palace lies, where Dara Shikoh used to learn astrology and where he was later killed by his brother Aurangzeb. The garden is located in the Zabawan range, near Raj Bhawan, Governor's House overlooking Dal Lake in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir, India. It is the smallest garden among the three Mughal gardens of Srinagar. The Shalimar Garden is the largest and the Nishat Garden is the second largest. All the three gardens were built at the right bank of the Dal Lake, with the Zabawan Mountains or Zabawan Range as the backdrop.
Heritage tree of Jammu and Kashmir. The Chinar. I am Chinar, also known as Platanus orientalis among scientific community. I am standing in Mughal garden Nishat from last 365 years approximate, with a height of 165 feet approximately. I have a large crown with wonderful spreading branches. I am one of the natural witness of this masterpiece of architecture and symbol of love. People relax around my trunk and share their experiences, and I keep them secret in my veins beautifully carved on my leaves. Besides me, there are other mighty chinars throughout the length and breadth of Kashmir Valley. If you want to see more, you can visit other Mughal gardens of Kashmir. November 2024.
Nishat Bagh is a terraced Mughal garden built on the eastern side of the Dal Lake, close to Srinagar in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, India. It is the second largest Mughal garden in the Kashmir Valley. Nishat Bagh is also located on the bank of the Dal Lake. Nishat Bagh is Urdu and means the garden of joy, garden of gladness, and garden of delight. Quote, During the Mughal period, in particular, Emperor Jahangir and his wife Nur Jahan were so enamored of Kashmir that during summer they moved to Srinagar with their full court entourage from Delhi at least 13 times. Shalimar Bagh was their imperial summer residence and the royal court. They crossed the arduous snowy passes of the Pir Panjal mountain range on elephants to reach Srinagar. Dakigam National Park is a national park located 22 kilometers from Srinagar city in Srinagar district in Kashmir on the east side of Dal Lake. It covers an area of about 141 square kilometers. The name of the park literally stands for 10 villages, which is in the memory of the 10 villages that were relocated for its formation. These 10 villages were living in this region before the World War I in the beginning of 20th century. Dakigam National Park is located in the Zabarwan range of the western Himalayas. The variation in altitude is vast, ranging from about 1600 meters to 4200 meters above mean sea level. Due to this vast variation, the park has uneven topography. The terrain ranges from gently sloping grasslands to sharp rocky outcrops and cliffs. Located high among the park interior is the Marsar Lake, from which flows the Dagwan River. This river flows all the way down to, and past, the lower region where it runs along the only proper road in the park. It supplies water to the Sarband Reservoir, a source of drinking water to Srinagar. The Dagwan eventually flows into the Jhelum. The Hazrat Bal Shrine, Arabic Hazrath, is respected and Kashmiri Bal is hair, this the name Hazrat Bal. Popularly called Dargah Sharif, the Holy Shrine, is a Muslim shrine located in Hazrat Bal locality of Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir, India. It contains a relic, Mughal, believed to be the hair of the Islamic prophet Muhammad. It is situated on the northern bank of the Dal Lake in Srinagar, and is considered to be Kashmir's holiest Muslim shrine.